So in our last lesson, we wrote the style for the navigation and the header section. So in this lesson, we'll be looking at styling the left side of our document, specifically the left side. We'll do a little bit of the right side, but more on the left. Okay, so on our HTML, we could target the right column and left column hash IDs. So I'll start by targeting our hashtag left column, and I'll float it left like this. Okay, and we'll give it a width. I'll give it a width of 185 pixels. Okay, and also want to give it a background color, a grayish background color that matches the template we're looking at. So the hashtag is EB. Okay, so once we've done that, we could reset and we could see we have our background color and we have our document floating left. Okay, there's no space on the right side, but we'll take care of that. We also want to give it a padding of 5 pixels all round. So we reset, we can see we've got some spacing, left side and so on. So let's have a look at this H1, and we have dotted border below our H1. Okay, so before we do that, we'll just give this a font family, so it looks more like the template we're looking into. And as usual, we'll add some default values just in case you don't have that font family. Okay, so now we could say within our left column, find the H1, okay, and want to give it a color that is bluish, which is this hexadecimal value. Okay, and we also want to before we do that, let's reset and see. We can see it there. Okay, and within the H1, we want to now give it a size, and the size will be 18 pixels. Okay, and we also want to give a bottom border to it. So we want to give it a 1 pixel. I want to leave it as black and make it dotted. Okay, so we reset and we can see our dotted line is there. Okay, there's a bit of a space, a padding that we need to add to that H1. So we say padding bottom 9 pixels. And we reset, we can see the space has come up there. Okay, the next thing we need to do is go in and add our left column, find the P paragraphs, and we could give it a font size of 13 pixels. Okay, so that's a paragraph taken care of. If we reset, we can see the paragraph size has been reduced. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is hashtag target our right column. We just want to float it to the right like that. Okay, so if we check it out, you notice it's dropped down to the bottom. That's because we haven't given it a width, so it's taking a full width. So we could give it a width of 380 pixels. Okay, and that's what we have here. Alright, so our document is coming together just okay. So on this side we have our footer, which is dropping down because of some of the article, and the float is not properly done. So we'll target our article and we'll give it a margin for the top section. So we'll give it 15 pixels, and if we check, we should now have a space at the top of the article. So if we reset, okay, so that will have some space up there, and we could see that we still need to clear our float. So if we say after our article, we just basically want to set our content to nil, we want to display block, and then we want to clear float, clear both. Okay, so this is what we need to clear float each time. We'll reset, and we can see that the footer has gone back where it belongs. Okay, there's the border at the bottom of it, which we don't need anymore in a footer, and we have the right section to style, which we'll be looking into in the next lesson. So that pretty much concludes this lesson, and in the next lesson we'll carry on from where we've stopped. So see you there.